Doing something a little different today. A little Elite Dangerous, rocking the new Krait. And we are headed for Colonia. It's a nice ship. Love the view. It's almost got the same canopy like view of the Asp. I think Asp has a little bit more view down towards your feet, but overall this thing's got a beautiful view. I mean, hell, if I launch my weapons, you can literally see them come down. It's pretty cool.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
I got one viewer. It's gonna be a long flight to Colonia. You know, I could complain a little, but I won't, because scientifically this game is pretty sound. Now there's a lot of questions I have, like how it is I'm this close to a star without turning into stardust. But on the other hand, there's a lot of this game involving physics and science that I can't really complain about. I mean, if you want to talk about gravity, this game implements gravity pretty well, I think. Especially when you get close to planets, stars, things like that. When you're close to other ships and stuff. The way it looks. I mean, games like No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is a cool game, but one of the things that irks me the most is space doesn't look like space on No Man's Sky. It looks like you're flying around in, I don't know, a bunch of paint. Like everything's always like blue or yellow or red. Space is dark, you know. So I like the scientific and physics aspects of this game a lot. And it's only improving. I've been playing this thing since it came out for the PS4. I know it's been out longer, but I've been playing this since day one on the PS4, and it's just getting better. And this new ship, the Krait, is just beautiful. It's well done. It's different, and I bought it and wanted to see what it could actually do. I'm getting 37 light years a jump. Obviously, I've got upgraded assets in my ship, but still, I didn't expect it to get that much. I thought maybe it'd be around the 20s, but it actually did pretty well. We shall see what Colonia has to offer when I get there. Hopefully they got some good missions and stuff. I know they put new shipyards and spruced it up a little bit, changed some things, and trying to make Colonia like another place really for players that want to be. So we're gonna head out there and see what it does when it gets there. Now, this new Krait maneuverably wise, it's not the most maneuverable. There's a bunch of ships that I can think of that will outmaneuver this thing easily. I think it has really good hardpoint setups. You got the two right here in front of me, one there, and then I've got three on top of the hull. Not bad. The three on top are all large setups, so it's pretty cool. The two down here are mediums, not bad. It's decently fast. You know, it's not the fastest, but it's still it's a cool ship. I love the view. What's going on, Sam? We're doing something a little different today.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'd like to see in the future them implement more mechanics into exploring, so that when you actually do long flights like this going to Colonia, it's not just flying through the deep black. Like, it'd be cool to see possibly, maybe another screen you bring up where you do searches throughout the star system, or you know, you just have to work some kind of new mechanic while you're exploring, instead of fly up to a planet, scan it, and then move on to the next one. Exploring would be a lot more popular if a lot more people felt engaged, because right now exploring is just flying around and looking at stuff, and you can't really grasp people's attention if all they're doing is looking at stuff. People want to do stuff, so it'd be cool eventually to see that happening. Outfit video, I don't know, maybe next week I'll knock it out, Sam.
Frameshift drive charging.
One of the best things I can say about Elite is it is a pilot's game. If you like playing flying games, this is definitely a good flying game. I wouldn't call it a simulator because I don't think it's quite a simulator, but it does make you feel engaged as a pilot. It makes you feel like you actually have to pay attention, like you're piloting. You know, your ship does more than just speed up and slow down, you know. So it engages you and makes you feel like you're actually flying the pilot. Thanks, Sam. I got more news reports coming soon. Those aren't going to stop, so you can look forward to those. If anyone's looking to buy the new Krait, I believe it costs about 40 mil. It's not that hard to outfit. It's a pretty good ship, probably 40 mil to buy. Possibly decent outfitting costs another 10, 15 million. I'm just throwing numbers out there, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's about what I spend. And if you spend a little time in this game, 40 mil is a lot, but it's not crazy. It's not like an Anaconda or a Corvette or something where you're spending 100 plus mil on the ship and then the same to outfit it, so it's decent. If you've not played this game, the reason I'm jumping the stars and then flying really close to them is because it's how I refuel the ship. The ship uses the hydrogen coming off the star as a fuel source. Another nice little scientific thing they threw into the game. Realistically, couldn't fly that close to a fucking star, but it works on the game. It's pretty cool. And the cool thing is they really tried to implement some science in there, because not every star is scoopable for fuel. Some stars, like a neutron star or a brown star, like dying stars, things of that nature, you can't scoop fuel from. It's got to be a certain class of stars. So. This ship has some cool features. I'll show you in a second here. I'll show my 2 viewers what the ship can do besides fly in a straight line. Alright, so slow down a little bit. Starting around 30K. Here we go.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Counter thrusters put us to 0. Okay. We're fully stopped. This is the ship. It's sleek. This is the cockpit area where I'm sitting. It can hold 3 pilots, so I can have myself plus 2 crew members if I had crew members. I don't really know too many people that play this game like that. But that's the ship. If I deploy weapons, like inside, you can see them pop out right there. And then if I go back to the outside, I've got 2 lasers up here. There we go. I got 2 lasers up there. I got a Pack-Hound rocket launcher. Fires like 20 rockets at once. Look at the shit off of anime, like Gundam Wing or something like that. And then the 2 machine guns that you saw under there. What I can do is, if I want, look down and go to fighter. I can deploy, and it'll actually deploy a fighter out of the hangar bay inside the ship. So this is a small fighter stays inside the ship. This game is called Elite Dangerous. There's the mothership in which I came out of. Kind of give you a scaling idea. That little ship is the ship I'm in right now, right here. This is the ship I came out of. It's a cute, cool little ship. I recommend it only if you're into the whole space flying genre type game. If you're into the, you know, this genre, it's a really cool game. Yes, Atlas, we always need more operators. Just shoot me a message, Justin12012 on Wildlands. Yeah, on Wildlands. Shoot me a message and we'll try and get you in there. But yeah, Sam, I recommend it if you're into the whole space genre thing. If not, really won't be your cup of tea. But if you like space and the spaceship stuff and, you know, all that kind of stuff, this game offers a lot. So now what I'm gonna do, no, you don't actually get out the ship and like fight people on foot. Everything's inside spaceships. So I'm gonna dock with my ship again because I think that's it. Switch to mothership. Request dock.
Fighter retrieval sequence initiated.
There we go. My gamer tag is Justin, Justin, 2012. So we're back in the ship. And we're going to go in hyperdrive and go to the next star system.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, the game gives you a lot to do as far as like being a little pilot. Like I said, you can shoot out the, yes, that's it, Atlas. You can shoot out fighters. I have a rover that I can deploy on when I'm on a planet surface. When you play, there's protocols to like doing things. You can't just like fly down to a planet, you know, full speed. You gotta slow down and brace for it. You can destroy your ship by doing things wrong, or you can damage your ship by doing things improperly. And here's another star. There's a white blue star. It's big as fuck. Right now, if you look down on my HUD, it says slow down. That's because I'm using the star's gravity assist to throw me around it. You can do that with planets. Hell, you can do it with ships if the ship's big enough. But I mean, it's cool. If you press and hold the buttons, it tells you what everything does. Cycle, target panel, systems panel, super cruise, hyperspace, system maps. Like, there's a bunch of different keys. There's a bunch of different things the ship can do. Being that I'm in deep space, there's nowhere for me to refuel or repair my ship. So I had to properly set myself up for deep space. So, for instance, like I said, I'm getting fuel from the stars. So I had to bring a fuel scoop that scoops hydrogen from star surfaces. Well, not surfaces, but from its radiance. I had to bring, just in case anything is broken, I have what's called an auto field maintenance unit. This thing repairs electronics and stuff like that inside the ship. I also, for the hull, the outside of my ship, I have what's called repair limpets. I shoot them out of the ship. They're like little robots. They attach to my ship and they'll fix it. But like, you need all those sort of things because, for instance, if I would have left and didn't bring a fuel scoop, I would have been out of fuel like 4 stars ago, and I would have been out here drifting until I died. And I don't plan to wreck the ship. I'm pretty good at flying, but you never know. It could be that one time I go to look at, you know, my phone and check Instagram or something like that, and all of a sudden I don't know, get too close to a star and end up damaging the hull. So this game's pretty cool in those aspects, but I'm a big space nerd, so I think this game is absolutely wonderful. I would like to see some aspects of things that you can do in like Star Citizen in here. Like, I'd like to be able to walk around my ship and kind of see it, just because I think it'd be nice to see what the ship interiors are like. You know, but I'm not really complaining. This game's awesome.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I think they did a really good job on the HUD as far as the info that you have and what it tells you, what it does. So, like space games, this is a good one to pick up. What's up, Wolf? Hey, that Avenger, I don't know. GTA has something kooky going on. Alright? It wasn't supposed to fall out the sky like that. When I started this game, I was on like a random space station in this tiny little like beginner spacecraft. It looks like a little square. It's capable of not very much. And then you kind of pick up some missions. The first like 2 missions I did was I delivered like I think some life support stuff, and I delivered like I don't know. It was just like some random stuff. I delivered it to another space station. It wasn't far away. Once I got up a little money, I bought a ship that was capable of a lot more. And then from there, I started getting into combat, smuggling, like, you know, just trying out the different aspects of the game. As a pilot on this game, you don't only just like do what I'm doing now, which is I'm flying way off to Colonia, which is like halfway across the universe in this game. I'm sorry, halfway across the galaxy. But you can be a pirate, you can be you know, a fighter, you can ally yourself with different factions in the game. There's big military factions like the Federation, which is more like Earth's you know, united military. You have the Empire, which is like their counter. Wolf, this is Elite Dangerous. And then you got pirate factions. You've got a faction that is pretty much not military. It's corporate, but you can ally yourself with those guys. You can do things like passenger missions, which is when people want to go places and you take them, sort of like a space taxi. You know, you can go check out planets and stuff like that. You can sometimes people need resources and you have to go find them. You know, the game gives you things to do. There's mysteries and lore in the game. I mean, like I said, if you're into the whole space stuff, it's a cool game. If not, you're probably gonna be bored because you're probably gonna die. And it's crazy how easy it is to die in this game. Like, it looks like I'm flying and everything's, you know, all cool, but I could literally get too close to the star and then it starts to deteriorate my frame. I could, you know, not pay attention and come across a neutron star, which sucks me into its cone, the gravity, and destroys my ship. So.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let me show you the star map. So this is the map of the galaxy. This is supposed to be a rendering of the Milky Way. Supposedly, the map was created by data from NASA. So supposedly, this has everything that NASA has. Supposedly. How the fuck do we know, right? I am traveling all the way here near the center, which is a place called Colonia. There's like a whole nother, like, you know, community there. The space stations and settlements and stuff like that. I came from this place called the Bubble, which is where Earth and all the other places are, and there's a bunch of space stations, you know, there's a bunch of planetary stations. It's like highly inhabited, so. But I'm traveling from there right now to here. I'm taking what we call the Colonial Highway. You can use the neutron stars and get there a little faster. I would have had to swing a little wider, but I mean, I hit them from time to time. Right now, I am only here. Only here is actually pretty damn far because from here where I am, let's see, where I started from is, see how far away I am already. Where I started from is 971 light years away. So, you can kind of get the picture. I can only go about 40 light years at a jump. That's as strong as my FSD is. So, if I did this all in one day, getting to this place, it'd probably take me the next couple hours to get there. But I'm just gonna do a little bit and then I'll roll. So.
Frameshift drive charging.
Nice, Sam. Take your time with it. It's it's a bit of a learning curve in the beginning, so you know, take your time, learn the game. There's like a training little thing you can go through before you start the actual game. I would advise doing that. It tells you a lot of information you need to know when you first start the game, like how to properly land at stations. You know, you can't just fly and land on a station, they'll shoot you down. It's like an airport, you have to request permission to land. I didn't know that, so I would really take my time and check it out.
Frameshift drive charging.
Bananas. What? Now, when I get the Colonia, the only thing is, it's so far that if I want any of my other ships, I have to pay for them to be shipped there, and it'll probably cost like something crazy because of how far it is, so I may just be stuck with using this one fucking ship when I get there. Or possibly buying other ships, because supposedly you can buy better ships there. Why are you saying everything with a B, Wolf? I'm not understanding. I'm confused. Distance, so what we're gonna do is let's check out fuck that, everything's fucking ridiculously far away from here. We're on wait to the system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Trying to get me to crash? Is that what you're trying to do? Not gonna happen. I'm way too far and pay way too much for this ship to let you make me crash. Alright, let's check out one of these other planets. 2000. Boom. Cruise over and check out a possibly never before found planet. This game has 3 modes of travel. You have normal space travel, which is done via your boosters, and you have subliminal travel, which is what I'm in now, which is me moving the speed of light or faster. C is supposed to be constant, which is speed of light. Right now I'm moving at like what's that, 8C, 7C. I'm slowing down, but that's how I get like to different planets and stuff so fast. If I use the regular engines in this game, it would take me literally days to reach some areas. Some other areas take months or years to get there. So that's what this is for. This is called Super Cruise. And then you've got hyperspace, which folds space and you move from one star to another in like 10-15 seconds. So there's one planet. So I just made that discovery. Over to another one. You can see I'm 2,000 light seconds away, so I actually have to wait for my ship to get up to speed to cover that distance in a decent manner. Alright, so I'm moving at the speed of light and faster now. The fastest I've been on this game is like 970 C. That's pretty fucking fast. Right now, I'm about to hit 40 C, which is pretty fast. You can see the distance is like just chopping as I go, and I'm just going faster and faster. The ship has like an auto computer that knows when to start slowing you down. So while I'm doing insanely fast speeds, and I'm just increasing, once I get into a certain distance, the ship automatically starts to like slow it down. I'm coming up on it. Let's see what it looks like. Now this is also a means of money on this game, because some of these planets, when you scan them, they're actually worth like 1 million credits, just the planet alone. Like you gotta find super rare stuff, but like this is an ice body, it's not that rare. It'll give me like a few 100,000, but it's nothing crazy. You can find that they're super rare, so when you do find them, if you can get the data back to a space station, they'll give you like 1 million credits for it. So for some people, this is like how they make their money on the game. They go out and like, you know, search for rare, unexplored places. This place isn't landable. I was trying to see if I found a landable, and I don't feel like going to the map and picking one out because it's probably far. So we're gonna continue towards Colonia. Wolf, I don't understand anything you do. That's an irrelevant question. And we still got 142 jumps to go until I get to my first stop, which is the first station outside of the bubble. It's like 5,000 or 6,000 light years away. So I've covered like 1,000 light years so far. Yeah, you can be a bounty hunter, Wolf. I actually did quite a bit of that. That's how I made some of my money. Bounty hunting is like really profitable in this game. If you get like a good crew together, you can go out and just like destroy ships. And what you can do is they have these things called kill warrant scanners. And what they do is, if a ship has a bounty from other star systems, it includes that bounty in the star system that you're in. So a ship can go from being worth 50,000 for a bounty to 500,000 because it just summed up all its bounties. And you can do that for a little while. I've done it for like maybe an hour with like a group and made, you know, 8-9 million easy. You don't get a crew. What you can do is you can hire an additional pilot. Like on my ship, I have a small fighter bay. Because contrary to what you see, the ship is actually really big. So I have a fighter bay and I can launch a fighter out of it. So I can hire a pilot to fly that ship. But they don't actually sit in the crew with you. But like if you had the game and you want to play with me, you could ride on my ship in one of the co-pilot seats, as you can see here. So you'd be on the ship with me. I'll show you. That's the scale of the entire bridge. So there's one, and there's two, and then there's my seat in the center. If we go outside the ship, so this is the ship I'm in. It's a new ship. It just came out today. It's called the Krait. Give you a sense of how big it is. I'll go towards the cockpit. So this is the cockpit. That's me. And that's the ship. So under here, this little area right here opens up, and the ship, the fighter comes out of it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yes, it's more of a combat ship than it is anything. I'm using it right now as a deep space exploring ship. I had to set it up for that, but it is designed more for combat than it is for deep space. I have other ships which are strictly for war. This ship is considered more of a multi-role because it can do everything decently. I have ships that like are really good for fighting, but they can't do anything else. They can't take cargo anywhere. They can't jump very far. And then I have ships that are like strictly for cargo. They can carry, hundreds of tons of cargo, but they're slow, they're enormous. This ship is more multi-role. It can do everything, well, just about everything. So. could take down a cartel. Yeah, this ship could take down the whole cartel. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's capable.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So if you haven't played the game and you like space, I recommend get it. Otherwise, catch you guys later.
3, 2,